So I'm ready, right? When should I start? When should I can start now. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is Charlie Tian. I'm the founder and CEO of GuruFocus. As every week, every month, the first Wednesday of every month, I'm here to give you tutorials and show you the features we have developed at GuruFocus. And I want to help you to use GuruFocus. And I will also answer any questions you have. I see a few people, some people are online. Yeah, say hello to me, and so that I know that you can hear me. And let me know where you are. I'm very glad to hear from you. Hello, hello. Thank you. Yeah, we know that the market has been very tough, actually. It hasn't been very friendly this year, and it's going down again this year. I will show you some screen. I'll share you my screen here so that I can introduce you some of the things that's related to the market. Hello, I think you can see my screen here. And this chart it's from the homepage. It's from the homepage, the dashboard. And this chart, it shows you today's market for SP 500. Can see that most of the stocks are down today. They are in red, except Amazon, Google are doing well today, and the oil stocks are doing very well today. We know that the oil price went up, shoot up a lot, and the oil sector, energy sector has been the best performing sector this year by far. Actually, you can see here the sector performance, this chart. And if you think the chart is too small for you, can shift it to this side. This is our dashboard. It has lots of functions. I shifted it here to make it bigger. Again, energy is the best performing sector for today. The market is down about 0.9%. This chart updates about every 15 minutes. And if we look at this year, the energy sector has been up almost 40%. Although the overall market is down about 13%. And not sure if you bought energy stocks. If you have bought energy stocks, congratulations to you. And let me know. And I have to tell you that I rarely invest in energy stocks. We know that Warren Buffett bought some oil stocks recently. He bought Chevron and also bought Occidental Petroleum, I think. And yeah, this chart shows you the best performing sector for this year. Energy is by far the best performing sector, and healthcare is the worst performing sector. It's down 40%. Actually, within healthcare, not the big healthcare companies didn't go down that much. The ones that went down, has gone down a lot, are the biotech companies. And lots of biotech companies are now traded below their net cash. So for example, if the company, after they're all paying off all their debt or the liability, everything with their cash, the remaining cash is still more than their stock price. That's where lots of biotech stocks are trading below the net cash value. Where you can find them? Actually, you can easily find them with our all-in-one screener. If you come here, all-in-one screener, and there's a valuation ratio. Among valuation ratios, there's a filter called price to net cash. The stock price to net cash. Net cash means the cash, the company's cash subtract all the liabilities, everything. And the remaining cash is called net cash. So the price to net cash ratio, if I set this one higher than 0.1 and below 1, between 0.1 and 1. These are the stocks that are traded below their net cash. And if I don't want those OTC stocks, and I don't want OTC stocks, just want those are traded on the major markets. You can see these are the stocks that are traded below net cash. There are lots of them now. There's more than 200 of them because market went down and lots of companies, their stock came down so much that their stock price is now below their net cash. Let's see how much they came down this year. And I should have a total return over the past 6 months. Should have a total return actually. Why year to date? Or year-to-date total return. This column shows how much they have come down just this year. And you can see that, for instance, this stock, the first one, the second one, it's a Nano Dimension Limited. The company has net cash per share is $4.84, but their stock price is only $2.99. And the stock came down about 21%. Here, actually, we can also display the industry, which industry the company is. In this way, you will see which company. Lots of biotech companies. And the first one, it's a Chinese company, I think. If you just want U.S. companies, for example, and we can select only U.S. companies here. Select only U.S. companies here. And now, these are all U.S. companies, lots of biotech companies. And their stock price is now below their net cash. I can sort by price to net cash ratio here. I sort from the minimum to maximum. Okay, the first one, TLIS Biomedical Corp. The company has a net cash per shares of $6. But their current stock price is only $1.04. So these are the deeply undervalued companies. And I believe that if Ben Graham is leaving today, he would love this kind of stocks. And he loves to invest net company, not net stocks. But these companies are cheaper than that, actually. And according to him, if you buy a basket of it, it usually does well. And these are the companies that are out of favor. And it's an example I want to show you. Lots of cheap stocks these days. But overall, as a market, for the market valuation, is it high or low? We can take a look at the overall market valuation. And my favorite ratio is called Shiller PE. And also the Buffett Indicator, both are my favorites. First, I show you Shiller PE. The Shiller PE is now about 32. At the peak, it was 38. So it came down about 20%, the Shiller PE. If you look at the chart, the Shiller PE chart, although it came down quite a bit, but still it's relatively expensive still. And for over the last 20 years, if you look at all the time, the only time that Shiller PE was higher was during the year 2000, the dot-com bubble, and 1929, before the Great Depression. So Shiller PE came down about 20%, but it's still not that cheap. It's still not that cheap. The regular PE, actually, if you look at here, the regular PE looks quite cheap. The regular PE is now only 20. Regular PE is only 20.7. And the 20-year average is about 25. So the regular PE is now much cheaper. So does that tell us regular PE tell us the market is cheaper, but the Shiller PE tells us market is not that cheap. So which one should we believe? We should trust? And I think the Shiller PE makes more sense here because the earning is still high. The corporate profit margin is still at the highest level at this point. And that's what I think. Now let's take a look at the Buffett Indicator. The Buffett Indicator tells us the market is still significantly overvalued and came down about 15% here. The ratio, the Buffett Indicator ratio, total market cap divided by GDP, it came down about 20%, but it's still not cheap. It's still at a very high level compared with the historical valuation. The only time that the Buffett Indicator was cheaper was during the dot-com bubble. And it's not much lower than that, actually. So should we buy? The market came down, should we buy? And one indicator I personally like, and if you haven't paid attention to it, it's the insider buy-sell ratio. And I have it in my homepage, in my dashboard. And it's an insider buy-sell ratio. If I click on that icon, I come to a bigger chart. And you can see that the insider does know, if I put the SP 500 chart on this also, S&P, sorry, S&P. If I also put S&P index here on this chart and look at the last 20 years, you can see that the insider knows when to buy. And during the market crash 2008, the insider bought a lot. And 2011, during the government shutdown, insider bought a lot. 2018, when the interest rate was rising and the market corrected, the insider was buying. And also during March 2020, the pandemic crash, insider bought a lot. And we can now see that insider actually started buying. And this ratio, insider buy ratio, is now 0.8. So they're not buying as crazy as they were during the March of 2020 crash or 2008 market crash, but they started buying. And the buy-sell ratio is now much higher than they usually are during the normal times. And so the insider is actually buying. I think it's a signal that's worth observing. And you can see also see that chart on the insider trend here. And this chart not only have the overall market, which is this one, which is the same as the one I showed you, just showed you. And it has also sectors, different sectors. You can see that different sectors are, the behavior is different. The financial sector, here real estate sector is buying, but energy sector, insiders are not buying. You can see very clear difference. During the March 2020, insider was buying. Insiders, energy company insider were buying. But now, although the market crashed, but energy sector insider are not buying because energy stock went up quite a bit. And actually, healthcare insider, I just said that healthcare biotech stock went down a lot. You can see that the biotech company insiders are buying. They're buying just as crazy as they were during the 2008 crash. And so maybe it's a good time to buy the healthcare sector, I think. And let's see some more different sectors. I think there's a drastic difference between the healthcare sector insiders and energy sector insiders. And the energy sector insiders are not buying at all, but the healthcare insiders are buying a lot. So it tells us something, I think. And this column are the CEO trading activities. CEOs are buying actually, look at here, and they're buying financials, buying real estate, but they're not buying energy, and they're not buying utilities. They are buying healthcare. Also, they're buying industrials. So CFOs have similar behavior. So if you want to select which sector to buy, I think healthcare is probably a sector we should look at it at this stage, especially the low-priced ones, the beaten down like biotech industries. So those are the things I think we should pay attention to. That's something I want to point out for the current market. And as we said, that anytime if you have questions, if you have questions and suggestions, let me know, and write in the chat box of YouTube, and I can see it, and I will answer the questions. I see Previn asking questions. Previn has been a very long-term member of ours, and thank you very much for Previn. He has lots of good suggestions also over the years. Are there some new widgets for the homepage under development? We want to put everything actually on the homepage. We want to be able to put everything on the homepage, and we keep adding things. But of course, in the meantime, we're still doing lots of things. And if you have anything that you think that's important, let us know, and we will add it. We will. But we do have a very long list of things to do, and but we always like to hear from you. And also for this session, if you have questions or anything, questions on the website, anything, write on the in the chat box of YouTube, and I will answer them during different period of time. Okay, I see another question. If you were to want 3 to 4 stock picks, can you go through filters? You want to find those stock in sequence to see how to use the tool the best? Okay, I will come to this later. I will come, and at this point, I want to show you the new tools we released. New research tools we released for you. And actually, it's Excel add-in. And I talked about Excel add-in before, and this time what we released is a new version. And it's a new version of the Excel add-in. The difference of this version from the previous ones are this version works much faster, and it works for the cloud version of Excel also. And so I suggest, and also another advantage is when we update the software, the updating process for you is much simpler than before. So I encourage you to install this Excel add-in and replace the old one with this new one. Your old files will still work under the new one. And so it won't be a lot of trouble. And as always, anytime when you need help, you can book a demo here. You book a demo, and we will help you in live sessions. And so I suggest you to install this one. Our installation process is actually very simple. You just click on the install. And you do need to log in your Microsoft account. Log in because it's a cloud version of Excel. And so you do need to log in your Microsoft account to use it. So if you click that, and now you get it now, it will take you to Microsoft 365 to open it, to use it. Actually, because I already have it installed, and so that it's already there for me. But if you want to, if you have the old one, you want to install it from scratch, and it's also very easy to do. And let me share my, okay, I can see that you can see my screen now. And if you have the old one, you want to use a new one, it's very easy. Let me show you the process. And Okay, if I open Excel here, open new file, and when you have the old one, you should have here, you can see that under insert, under the insert menu, there is a place that says my add-ins. You just come here, my add-ins, and it will show you all your add-ins. And the one I just installed is this one, GuruFocus add-in. You can remove it. If you have the old one, you can remove it here also. You remove it here, then you can install it. After you remove it, you can install it from the link I just showed you. The link, which is actually click here, click on install add-in. You come to here, and you come to here. Actually, get it now. Then you should be able to install it easily. And I want to show you how to use it. And when you come to GuruFocus add-in, you should always log in. You should always log in. And the login, okay, sometimes, let me see. Yeah. The login actually, the password username is the same as your GuruFocus password username. Okay, somehow let me close it and restart it. Okay, I close it and restart it, open a new file. Here I click on login. Yes, here, because I'm already logged in. So you can see that the task pane shows up. And if you're not logged in, you can log in here. And the login username and password are the same as your GuruFocus tools, the GuruFocus website username and password. And this tool has 4 functions. And you can always click on the insert formula here or insert formula here. You just click on insert formula here. And the 4 functions are introduced on the website. If I come to website, back to website, okay, 4 kinds of functions. The first one is GuruF. The GuruF function is for you to retrieve all the financial data, the current and the historical financial data. Although we said here historical is retrieve financial data and for all the stocks. And the GuruG function, we have a second function called GuruG. GuruG function is for you to retrieve Guru portfolio data, Guru buy, sell, and portfolio data. And the GuruE is for you to retrieve the economic data. The economic data is actually here under market, economic data here. So with GuruE, you can retrieve all the economic data. And we also have a GuruI. GuruI is for industry overview data. And it's actually under here, industry overview data. And if I come here, and yeah, and the GuruE will allow you to retrieve all the industry overview data here. So I come here, the GuruI. So we have 4 functions for you to get different types of data. And if I come back to Excel add-in, and I'll click on insert formula here, and this pop-up window will allow you to insert all 4 kinds of data. The stock data is a GuruF. The Guru's data is a GuruG data. The GuruG function. Economic data is GuruE, and industry is GuruI. And I'll show you from here. Okay, I just show you Walmart, and I show you the most straightforward one is price. Okay, I'll show you price. And yeah, you can see that just very, very quickly you get the price here. And if I want to show, if I, okay, put my ticker here, and I want to get more than that. Okay, for ticker, I just use here. And for calculation, I still use price, but I want to look at the historical price, 2020, from 2020, historical price, and the daily price. I want to show the date. And okay, I want a vertical orientation. And okay, now it loads it very quickly. It shows you the from 2020, January 2020, daily stock price data for Walmart. And now if I want to change to a different company, I'll change to Moody's, and it will refresh quickly. And I'll change to Berkshire. I think it's Berkshire, yeah. I'll show you all the stock prices very quickly. And of course, I can get other parameters too. And I want to get Berkshire, I want to get the income statement. I want to get lots of financial statement. Income statement from 2010. And I want the annual data. I want to show the date on the vertical orientation and from small to big. And yeah, from here, I can get all the income statement data in one function and very quickly. And also you can refresh this data. This data, if you want to refresh it, you just click on here, you can update price because stock price are most things we want to update. And other things don't change that quickly. So I click on update price, the price already changed for this one. So it's a very powerful tool, and I encourage you to use it. Okay, I'll show you some more. I'll show you some other. These are the financial data. Now I'll show you the portfolio data. For instance, I'll show you Warren Buffett. What Warren Buffett bought, and if I don't add a date here, it should be the latest data. Yeah, these are Warren Buffett in the new stocks in Warren Buffett's portfolio. You can see that there's HP. I think this is for the last year. Okay, let me modify a little bit. And let me show, okay, I should display items, show caption, yes, and start date. Okay, I just, yeah, it should be it shows the transaction date here. It shows you the last 12 months, what Warren Buffett bought, the different stock, HPQ, Citigroup, and this Paramount, and McCall, some stocks, and also you can this is what he bought, and you can check his portfolio also. If I change this buy to portfolio, updated, it shows you the latest portfolio of Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway actually, and the stock ticker, the company, the sector, company name, the stock price, the 52 low high market cap, weighting. You can see, of course, the weighting, the highest one is Apple. So these are the Guru G function. And of course, there's Guru E function if I show economic data. And if I want, for instance, a 10-year Treasury rate, 10-year Treasury rate. I want 10-year Treasury constant maturity rate, and from 2020, let's see, from 2020. And yes, I want to show the date. I want to have it vertically listed. And yeah, these are the 10-year Treasury rates. And of course, once you have the data, you can easily draw charts in Excel. If I just show you, okay, just draw a chart here. Once you have the data, yeah, this is a 10-year Treasury rate charts for you get from us, and it's really easy to do. And another one we have is, if I come back to GuruFocus, another one is the industry data. And if I select US, different industries, basic material, and the PE ratio. This gives you a median PE ratio for the sector. Yeah, it's 13.26. So and it's really easy to do. And we have lots of templates. We actually have lots of templates for you to use it. The templates is here. You just click on download templates, and I think, okay, click on open link. And the templates are here already, and you will be able to download templates. The favorite one is here. It's called historical financial chart. It's a favorite one of mine. Once it's loaded, yeah, it's this kind of templates, and You just need to change the ticker. Just change. Okay. This is not read only. It's read only because it's our file. And what you can do is you can save a copy. Save a copy for yourself, download a copy, and then open it. Once you save a copy to your local computer and you open it, it's yours, and you enable editing. It should display everything already. For the Apple stock here, if you want to change to a different company, I just change to a different company, Moody's, for instance, and it gives you everything. And yeah, that's Excel add-in. We have made it much faster, and I recommend you to use it. And last time I introduced that you can do all of this. You can do all of this with Google Ads-on also. The Google Ads-on link is here, and Google Ads-on here, and you can install it. You only need to install it once. After you install it, when we make changes to upgrade the software, you don't need to do anything. And the function, all the functions I just showed you, Guru F, Guru G, Guru E, Guru I, they're all available under the Google Doc add-on also. And I will not show it again this time. I showed it last time. But anytime, if you need help, on anything on the website, on GuruFocus.com, you can always click here, book a demo. And you can select a date that you are available, select a date and time that you are available, and one of my associates will help you. And he has been very helpful to our users, and I encourage you to use it. The Google Sheets add-on and Excel add-in. Those are very powerful tools. Okay, now I come back to the questions. Thank you, Previn, for using Excel add-in. And okay, now let me answer some questions. Eric is asking, for insider buy-sell ratio, can I invert to see when insider are selling? Those actually, it's a very good point, Eric. It's a very good point. I thought about that, and we should be able to make it. We should make it, actually. We should make it available. Sometimes when you see the insider selling, I think that chart is useful too. Yeah, I need to write it down, otherwise I'll forget. Yeah, insider sell, let me write it down. Insider sell to buy ratio instead of just buy and sell ratio. That's a very good point. Where do you go to schedule a private demo? Papa Stevens was asking. Okay, if you come to our homepage and you can click on here, you can see a button says here, schedule a Q&A. Click on that. It will allow you to do it. It's right on the homepage. Schedule a button, schedule Q&A. Also, I just showed you it was on the exciting page, and it was also on the Google Sheets add-on. Anytime if you have a question, we actually can see there's a chat box here. Chat box, and if you click on that, and one of our associates will be available during business hours and talk to you and to answer your question, to schedule Q&A with you also. Okay, now let's go back to your question about screening stocks. Yeah, when you want to screen stocks, and I always come to all-in-one screener. Actually. And I think all-in-one screener is the most useful tool on the website when it comes to picking stocks. And but I have created a lot of pre-existing stocks, pre-existing screeners here. which it's also available to you and you can use. Some of my favorite companies are high quality, low capex, but because now the stocks are, lots of sectors are so cheap, just as I showed you, and the healthcare sector, I think in that case, you may want to come to the online screeners with the idea. You need to have an idea what kind of stocks you are looking for. You want to look for a certain sector or certain regions, certain sector, certain industry, or certain regions here, and also what kind of stock you want. You want high quality, you want valuation, cheap valuation. If you want cheap valuation, you can come here, PE ratio, B ratio. And if also you want growth stock, fast growing stocks, companies, fast growing companies, you may want to come to this growth tab. And some people want high dividend yield companies. And assuming if you want high dividend yield companies, and I want a dividend yield at least 2.9%, for instance. And but I want dividend growth rate at least 5%. The company is paying a high dividend, but the dividend growth is pretty good. And company did not have a history of reducing dividend in the last 20 years. I added that filter, and the company increased dividend continuously every year for 20 years. And yeah, I don't get a lot. Okay, I also don't want high payout ratio. I want payout ratio maximum 80%. So I put all those in. I put all those factors in. Now I have only nine stocks left. And now I want to show some more. I'll show, okay, which company, which industry this company is, and which country is a company, which country is a company is, which industry, which country company is, and some other factors. Okay, I want to show the GF score, the GF score of the company. I want to show the quality of the company, the financial strength and profitability of the company. I want to also see the valuation of the company. So I add all those in, and these are the company I want at least 2.9% of dividend, and payout ratio is less than 80%. More than 20 years, a company never reduced their dividend and actually increasing their dividend. And here, for instance, if I sort it, okay, if I sort it, can see that Black Hills Corp, it's a utility. It increased their dividend for 37 years, at least, more than 37 years. And one familiar name here, 3M, increased dividend for 36 years, and current yield is more than 4%. T Rowe Price, it's we know it's an asset manager, the fund management company, and it has been increasing the dividend for 25 years. The dividend payout ratio is only 36%. The dividend yield is 3.56%. So if you're an income investor, this looks actually quite attractive, these companies. And GM's marker, increasing dividend for 20 years, payout ratio 71%. The dividend yield is 3.2. And if I want, look at the dividend yield. The dividend yield highest one is actually Franklin Resources. It's also the asset management company. And the dividend yield is now more than 4%. That's actually very attractive. The number of years that increasing dividend is 37 years. And let's look at it in charts. Look at their GF score chart, and also GF value chart. Yeah, look at the chart. The chart gives you some idea about the company's past valuation, growth, and the current valuation. So the Franklin Resources here, and 3M seems to be quite undervalued now, although the company does not grow that fast. And okay, I just saw TROW price. Okay, TROW price is here because market came down so much. TROW price stock came down a lot, and now of course I can click on this one. I can click on this one, come to TROW price stock page, and stock has been come down from the peak by 44%. So it came down a lot, and the dividend yield is not high. Valuation is relatively low. That's what I observed. The company, I think, it has good quality, high profitability rank, high GF score value. Valuation is good now. The growth was pretty good. If you look at the historical, the growth was pretty good. And of course, it's an asset management company, and the stock market is deeply related to the stock market. And I hope this answers your question and shows you how to analyze a company, how to screen and analyze a company. And now let me look at the next question. Blue Dash asking, for UK stocks, does the site have similar graphs and features? Yes. Every feature we have actually works for UK companies also. UK company, I'm not sure which one I can think of. London Stock Exchange Group. Okay, London Stock Exchange Group. Yeah, it's a UK company, and it's traded on UK stock exchange itself. Oh, not sure. I'm not sure if the company is still trading. Oh, it's not trading anymore. And British Telecom. Let's see. Okay, British Tobacco. This company is definitely traded. Okay, yeah. And for Blue Dash, every chart, all the charts, they work. We have everything similar. British Tobacco, the stock price went up quite a bit. Year to date, stock went up about 8.15%. Okay, a disclosure: I own these stocks. I own this stock in my retirement portfolio. Yeah, you can see all the charts. Every chart we have here, and it works for US stocks and also work for British stocks. The 30-year financials chart, the detailed 30-year financial data we have here, and every row of it is either has chart in it, the data chart and year-to-year growth chart for every one of them. And also, yeah, you can jump to different sections quickly, balance sheet, cash flow statement, you can jump it. And we also have the interact chart, which is very powerful, I think. Interact chart, if here, it shows a stock price, it shows a price at max PS ratio, and stock price at max minimum PS ratio. This is a template I created, so my default template is, so it shows up here. If we look at the PE ratio of British Tobacco, and it shows you the PE ratio, and of course, because the company pays high dividend, well, let's look at the dividend yield, the historical dividend yield. And currently it's yielding a little bit above 6%. And last year, the dividend was above 8%. So the dividend is really attractive. And okay, there you can actually draw everything, almost everything on the chart. The revenue, historical revenue on the chart, it's here. You can also make the chart into different style. It's line, I think you can show it as bar, and yeah, and different colors. Yeah, now the revenue is in bar and different color. You can save this as your own default tutorial, as your default template here, actually. Save current setting as a template. Okay, if I save it, as a test template, it's saved. And now it's here. Now it's here. It's called test. And I sell this one as my default template. Okay, I sell this one as my default template. If next time I come to a different company, I just come to, okay, waste management, interactive chart. It should show, yeah, it shows the same chart. Okay, the bar is not showing, but the series, the revenue and dividend yield is here. The bar is not saved. We should save it, but yeah, somehow it's not. But it shows it. It saves the series you select, and it will, you can easily bring it up next time. Okay. Let me look at the questions, and feel free to ask me questions if you have any, and type in the chat box area of WeChat of YouTube, and I will answer them. Let me look at the next question. Next question. Okay, and when he's showing features, can he show them in context of a use case and what trying to do and why need this data this way? Yeah, of course. Papa Steve's no junk protein bars. And yes, and when you're during the private session, you can always request whatever you want to show, and we'll certainly satisfy your needs on there. And previous asking, can we choose customized screener to show the financial on financial page? On the financial page, right now all of them show and create. Yeah, yes, you can. For the financial page is customizable too, and the financial page, I think that's what you're asking. The financial page now it's very long. It has so many sectors, and you can customize it. It's called add view, and if you add a view here and you enter a name, if you enter a name here, I'll test, and here now you can check that certain sectors you don't have to show. You just want to show, for instance, a certain set confirm, and yeah, now it only shows the sectors you decide to show, and also even the items here, you don't have to see every item. You can just uncheck the ones you don't want. You uncheck the one you don't want, and save it also. If I think it's already saved. If you save it, and this is a standard view, and if I have a test view, you can yeah, test. You can save it, and okay, somehow it was where is it? Yeah, okay. I was adding here, and it was not. I was adding here. It was not saved yet. And if I give it a name, test2, and save it, and I set it as my default view. I set it as my default view. Next time I come to a different company, I was at waste management. Now I come to Walmart. It should, the financial data should shows the parameters. Okay, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the customized. I don't have the customized displayed here, but customized views cannot be unchecked. Okay. Yeah, I think that we can make it available. I will let our developers know, and the customized items, we should be able to allow it to be unchecked also. Yeah, I think it can be done. It just we didn't come to it. Okay, next question. Is R2 useful to measure square? R square useful to measure strength of stock trend? Not sure R square you're talking about, which one, which R square you're talking about, but I personally don't use it, not familiar with it. Okay, does the website also cover South Africa companies? Yes, we do cover South African companies. And actually we have a stock list here. It's under home, complete stock list. Yeah, this here it shows all the countries we cover. We're actually redesigning this page, but you can see Africa's here. If I remove the US, Africa is here, and all the Africa here. And if I just click on South Africa here, and it should show the South Africa companies. Africa, I finish here. Oh, somehow it's not working. Finish. Yeah, we do have it, but let me use a all-in-one screener. I'll show you all-in-one screener here, and the regions. If I select Africa here, and it should, yeah, should show. It shows you the African companies. Here I select African here, and if I just want South Africa, I uncheck all the other African countries. If I uncheck all the African countries, and it should show you, yeah, it should show you all the South African companies that we cover. These are South African companies that we cover, and of course, you can use filters to filter them if you want at least sales of a billion. Sales is more than a billion, and then you can also filter by financial strength. We also have the GF rank for GF value rank and GF value score for all of them. And also the chart will work for them. The GF value chart should work for all of them if there's enough data. Peter Lynch value earning lines, median PS ratio, this should all work. And the map, this is for the South African companies that map the today's change, and the bubble chart, the aggregate chart. The feature should all work for every region actually. Yeah, and we do cover the South African companies and all the African companies, actually, not just South Africa. We cover lots of African countries, Egypt, Morocco, all of them, Kenya, all of them. And we offer a free trial. We offer a free trial and monthly for Africa overall. And I think it's maybe $30 to $40 somewhere there. And it's not that much. Okay. You can always come to look at here our regions here. For South Africa, for Africa itself, it's $319 for a whole year. And we do offer free trial. Okay. Okay, seems like there's no more questions, and I will summarize what I have here. Okay. About short selling data, it's actually it's unlikely we will have it for a while. There was some they changed their license. We used to have it, but they changed their license rules, and they're charging a lot of money for that, and we couldn't agree with them on that. Okay. So Eric is asking, instead of buy-sell ratio, can we do guru buy-sell ratio? For guru buy-sell ratio, you can only do it for individual companies. Actually, we have it under guru trades here. Here for every stock we have number of guru buys, number of guru sells, and it shows you a trend of the buy or sells. But because the guru data is only quarterly, so it's different from the insider data. Insider data is daily. They actually update every 20 minutes. And the guru data mostly it's just quarterly. So it's not as useful if you want to know when to buy stocks. It's not as useful as the insider buy data. And the insider trend, again, it's here, and I think it's very useful. And I personally do keep a very close eye to it. And I hope that you find it useful too. And as always, I will be here for the first Wednesday of every month. And if you have questions, still ask me. Yeah, okay, let me look at the questions. About global economy overview, how do I read the inflation column? In Germany, I see value, but in currently, I'm not sure which one you're asking. Okay, let me, I think what you're looking at is a CPI. It's probably what you look is a CPI data, or because when you, what we have is usually the consumer price index. I think it's called consumer price index, and it's called consumer price index, and then it shows you different indexes. Consumer, this is flexible price consumer price index, and the sticky price consumer price index. And it actually, when you look at the data, it's a very, there are lots of details in it. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Consumer price or urban for consumers. Yeah, this is the CPI data actually. And the inflation is actually looking at the change of this one. There's the CPI data. That's what inflation data is. So you can look at the change, year over year change here. It's actually this column. And it's now 7.86, those kind of data. Okay, are you able to set price alert? Yeah, you can set price alert easily. And for every stock, we have a add to portfolio function and also an alert function. And you can see that we have an alert, can create, add it to your stock email list alert, you add it to the alert. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen again. Okay, sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen. And to set up alert, you can come to the stock you want here, T Rowe Price. We have a button says here, alerts. And you can click on that, it will be added to your stock alerts, email alerts watch list. And under this button here, you can set email alerts. Alerts on lots of things, on stock price, on the news, on filings, on lots of things. And yeah, and okay, how do you create, Steve is asking, how do you create a heat map chart for your own portfolio? It's done, it can be done in all-in-one screener. If you come to all-in-one screener, and the second filter says load from your portfolio, click on that. I have lots of portfolios. And so I just, for instance, Dow Jones 30 here. I just, you load your portfolio here, and then you just click on map. It's there. It's very simple to do, very easy to do. And you come to all-in-one screener, do it in all-in-one screener. And again, for instance, I want to look at another one. Okay, I want to look at the growth companies, which is a portfolio I created a long time ago. And just look at the chart, I look at the map. Yeah, that's a map. So it's you can do it in all-in-one screener. How do you create heat map output to see how concentrated industry you are? You are in, like, have Warren Buffett. Yeah, these are the industries. And I think we have a place where it should show you a sector change. Can I create screener for each sector? Yeah, you can certainly create a screener for each sector. You just come to this industry filter here. John is asking, you come to industry, you click industry. If you I just want consumer cyclicals, I just select this one. And it will show you the only the industry, the companies for that sector. And you can also drill down to industries. You can drill down and not just consumer. I just want vehicles and parts. And for instance, within that portfolio, if I start from fresh, if I come to here and start from fresh screen, all-in-one screener, I want to screen within a certain sector. This time I want consumer cyclical, I select that. And I can also open it, not just consumer cyclical, I just want, for instance, a certain manufacturing. Okay, I select and check that. And I want only manufacturing apparel and accessories. And it displays all the companies in that. And then I select the ones at least 20 billions of revenue, and I have only 3 companies left. First one is Nike. So it's very easy to do. And yeah, for Steve's, when you load it in your portfolio, you click on map. You click on map in the here, this button in the views area. In the views area, you click on map, and it should show the map, shows it into a map. Yeah. Okay, that's what I have for today. And thank you all very much. And I'm very glad that you joined me for today's session. Again, I'll be here again the first Wednesday of July. And I'll have a visit, I will have a trip to Europe. The second half of June, and then I'll come back end of June and have the meeting as the first Wednesday of July, which is July 6th. And see you then, and I want to see you again. Thank you. Bye.